I'm going to show you something that you don't normally see, particularly not if you live in the city and you shop in a supermarket, and that is the perfection of imperfection. Sometimes we give ourselves a hard time in life because we expect ourselves to be further ahead than we thought we would be at a certain age, or we're putting all this time and effort into self-improvement, motivating ourselves to elevate our energy levels higher, maybe practicing our modalities. I do Reiki a fair bit, I do my meditation, we do our journaling, and we expect life to be moving ahead and more perfect than reality says it can be. And so I went out to my garden after 3 days away, had a lovely time, thank you, and I checked in on the tomatoes. And the first thing that is really, really obvious is that no two tomatoes, if I could find another one, are the same. And so we have this round variety. I don't know what it's actually called, I'm sorry. And I know these are Romas. And the bushes are prolific and they're all starting to blush. But they're not there yet. They're not those red rosy things that we see in perfection of the supermarket and go, and we pick them over and we give them a little squeeze. And we maybe even, if you're like me, give them a sniff and they smell like nothing because, even though they are touted as being perfection, they're really not. They haven't often ripened on the vine, although some do. But the thing that struck me about these beautiful fruit is a lot of them have imperfections. And, it's okay to have imperfections in life. These fruit are still really, really useful. They're still really, really flavoursome. And, in fact, once they ripen up, they're going to be more flavoursome than anything that you can buy. The other thing I noticed about some of the fruit, this little guy here, was just squashed in between two branches. And you can see where the branches have moulded the fruit. And I snipped the top off to hopefully loosen it, and I couldn't get it out. And I had to pull another tomato out to get to this one and unwedge it. And you know what? Life can be like that. Life can be crushing. Life can hold us back. And we kind of think, oh my goodness, I'm stuck here. But you know what? All it takes is a little bit of snipping and a little bit of wiggling. And to be consistent, we can grow. We can grow beautifully, and we can grow into something that's a really, really useful thing. And, if we want to drum the point home, look at this poor guy. Now, the reason that this one got eaten by some little rodent is because it was down on the ground. And, it's so important to keep ourselves up. Keep our physiology up, head up, shoulders back. Look at the day in a positive light. You can do this, because if you're going to slink down and just languish on the ground in the mud, there's going to be things that come along that chew us up. And, I love this tomato because it has potential. Once again, just like the others, I didn't just throw it aside and go, oh, that one's been eaten, because every tomato out of my garden is precious to me. It's going to make sauces and salsas and spaghetti sauce, and I'm going to cut them up on my crackers, and I'm going to enjoy every bite of the season of these tomatoes. Now, the other thing I just love these. This one is just perfection, There's no blemishes. It's ripening up beautifully. I brought it in so a little rodent didn't get it. I'm protecting it. And it's just beautiful. But the thing about this one is it needs a wash. It's got dirt on it that I wouldn't want to kind of crunch into. So, keep yourself clean. Put the work in every day to be fresh and to develop and to grow. Consistency is my word. Everybody who knows me knows consistency is my word. And you know what? There's other things out in the garden. Picked up a couple of apples off the ground. Once again, a few imperfections, but beautiful, beautiful apples. We can't all be a tomato, but doesn't mean we're not all useful. And doesn't mean we're not all on a path of wonder, nutrition. So that's about all I need to say today. I've got to keep going. I have a harvest of tomatoes to look after. And you know what? There's beans to pick, and that's a whole other thing. Have a great day.